First, let's make sure we get our permissions. Do you give us consent to record you?
Yes, ma'am.
And that includes audio and video?
Perfect.
Awesome. All right, now can you introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, my name is Zara Weiss, and I'm a junior at UW-Massey.
And where do you live?
I live in Grand
apartment
Central.
or a
Yeah,
house?
it's an apartment, Grand Central on campus.
All right, and then can you really quickly tell me briefly about how you do your laundry at Grand Central?
Yeah, so I do my laundry about once a week. We have 2 washers and 2 dryers per floor when they're both working. I usually try and do it on a Sunday and like somewhat in the morning, and I usually do 2 loads. I do one that's like clothes and another one that's like towels and whites, and luckily the laundry's right across the hall, so I just bring my laundry baskets in, and we have like an app system, so I load money onto the app, and then I like scan, well, it used to be a QR code, now you just type in the number of the washer and dryer, and the washer is about 30-minute cycle, and the dryer is about 45-minute cycle, so the whole thing takes about 2 hours, give or take.
Awesome, so that's a brief summary, so let's do it now!
Awesome!
All right, so in the app, does it tell you anything about the availabilities?
Yes, I can check and see, but it's literally just right across the hall from me, so I normally just go look.
Perfect.
So, this is the basket with the towels and the whites, and then this is a basket with the normal clothes, and then I use this laundry detergent. I really like it because it's a pretty small bottle, but it does 66 loads, so I really like it.
Awesome.
And I always have to remember to bring my phone along with my keys because you need your key to get into the laundry room.
Perfect.
And I just purchased this basket, and it has wheels, which is awesome. Uh-oh, I hear the laundry machine's going.
So, what do you do in this circumstance if they're broke?
Well, there's 2 machines per floor, so I'll just go to a different floor.
Gotcha. And do all floors use the same system?
Yes. Okay, it appears that these are currently being used, so we're gonna go to a different floor.
Is this a sign for the app?
Yes, it is. So, it's pretty easy. You just download it, add money. Something I don't like about the app is that you have to use a credit card. You can't use Apple Pay.
Okay.
And I really like using Apple Pay.
Got it. So every time you have to retype in your credit card?
Yes.
So you have to put in the information every single time?
And did we make sure the cats didn't get out?
Yes.
Okay. We will go down a floor, and then if that doesn't work, we'll go up.
Okay.
And being on the 3rd floor is pretty nice because the elevators are usually pretty quick. Thank you. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Use my keys.
Okay, and then you also even though it's an option to check the availabilities, you'd rather just
Yes.
go to the floors yourself.
Yes,
Is
because
there a reason?
because just because it's not in use doesn't mean that people took their clothes out. So sometimes even if it says it's not in use, people take a while to move their clothes in and out.
Okay.
So I'd rather just go check and also sometimes the machines are down,
Okay.
and so I don't know.
Will the app show if a machine is down, or you just
I don't
when you
actually-
get there you find out?
I don't actually know. It might show it. We can also look. But yeah, the biggest thing that I don't like is that somebody might have just left their clothes in. In which case.
Okay.
Also, I'm always doing 2 loads, and so I'd rather just do them in right next to each other.
So you find that even though you have the option to look at the availabilities, it doesn't really make that much of a difference?
No, I more would do it if I was far from the laundry room, but because I'm right down the hall, I can just open the door and look.
Sounds good.
But I think maybe if it was further, I would use
If
it.
it was further out?
Yeah.
So do you think if the apartment had one laundry room?
Yeah, then I
you
would
definitely
probably check.
Would it be helpful if, say, besides just saying if it was taken or unavailable, if it gave you like available, like when was the last time it was used? So if it were like an hour since, you
that would be
know
really
if people
nice.
were moved.
Yeah. Also, I think it'd be really cool if you could like reserve it.
Oh, interesting.
And like, sometimes I know exactly what time. Like today, I was planning on doing it at like 2 in between some other activities. So it'd be nice to be able to reserve it.
That's a very cool idea.
Okay, so I loaded everything.
Okay.
And what I normally do is, instead of like starting one and then the other, I just wait to start them both at the same time. So, I don't know. Normally I'm on the other floor, but normally I do medium. And now they just changed the system. Instead of paying for washing and drying, you just pay $3 for the washer and then the dryers are free. So, we're gonna try that.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I'm gonna open up the app.
Get closer to that. Perfect. All right. What's the app called?
CyclePay.
Gotcha. And then, do you need to be connected to Wi-Fi for this?
Yeah, actually. And so normally I'm really close to my Wi-Fi because it's right across the hall. So we'll have to see if I can connect to my own Wi-Fi here.
It looks like there's a sign up there.
Yeah, there is Wi-Fi, but I'm hoping I can just connect to my own Wi-Fi. Let's close out all my apps.
So you mean like you just prefer to use your own?
Well, normally it's since
right.
it's right across the hall, I just connect to my own Wi-Fi.
Have you ever had an issue with it just not being able to connect?
Yes, multiple times.
And what do you do in those instances?
I normally just try. So like I think this is my Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Because we're only one floor down. But normally if it's not working, I just don't want to deal with it, so I just do my laundry at a different time.
Gotcha.
Okay, so there used to be a QR code to scan, but there's not anymore. So I type in like 21, then machine. Okay. We want washer 21. I don't know what one. This must be on like the 12th floor or something maybe. I don't know. So then machine. Then it takes a while to connect.
Okay.
And I hope that it connects. So okay.
Has there ever been an instance where you've loaded everything and it hasn't?
Yes, and then it's really annoying because my clothes like have the detergent on them. But this worked.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
now I'm gonna do the other one, 22.
So you type in the laundry number over here, and then you find it in the selections. Okay. So do you find this process really easy? Is there any?
Yeah, pretty easy.
Okay.
It connects like usually pretty fast. So now I'm gonna set a timer for like 30 minutes. I've noticed that sometimes it gives me notifications when my laundry's done, but because I want to know like a few minutes before it's done, so I just set for like 28.
Okay, so will it only give you a notification after it's finished running and not like? Do you wish that there's an option where it's like
5 minutes before, yeah. And then let's like look at the ones on my floor, which are 31 and 32, I think.
Okay.
Okay, here. These are the ones that I just started, so that's why they're busy. But normally, I think I use 31 and 32.
So you have to click on it to see the
Yeah, like it's just like kind of inconvenient. It takes a while.
So it's not shown just right here. You have to actually go into it. Gotcha.
So like, I'm not even gonna bother. Like that's why normally I just am like, whatever. I'll just go look myself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And now I have to remember my keys because if I don't, then it just locks and you can't get them. And I've had that happen before.
Okay.
So now I'll come back down in 30 minutes.
Alright. Okay. So I noticed that each one costs $3. So how do you know what happens when you're out? Are you just
So you can reload money, but you can only reload it in certain increments.
Certain increments? Like what?
I'll check in the app when we get back up, but I think it's like 5, 10, 25, 50 or something.
Okay.
So you can't load like a random amount. You have to load in increments.
And that is weird if the laundry is in increments.
Yeah,
3,
it doesn't
and then
match
you
up.
can- Yeah. Okay. So there will always be some like excess.
Yeah. So I normally try to do it when I'm running low. Alright.
So do you mind showing the
Yeah.
process then?
Look at the app a little bit more.
Alright.
Here, I can. And now that I would probably have a better connection to my Wi-Fi. Okay. Okay. So like, for example here, I think I wanted washer 31 and 32. Okay, well now it's not even. How do I see which ones are available? Okay, so it seems like these are the only ones that are available. That's what it's telling me. But I don't know, I find that pretty hard to believe, saying we just went to the second floor and both of them were open. So it seems pretty unlikely that there's only 2 other machines in the whole building that are available. So
you think it's not like
I don't think it's super accurate, right?
Okay.
Because I don't know. I mean, it's possible that those are the only other 4 available, but I highly doubt it. If that is the case, then I guess I just got really lucky by choosing the second floor. If not, we would have had to go all the way up to the 8th floor, which just seems really unlikely. So if I want to refill it, yeah, it's 5,
Can
10.
you show us the little menu bar again?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So, which are the tabs that you're in most often?
Home, add funds, machines, not really. Activity, I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's my past activity on here. So I always am using 31 and 32 basically, because those are the ones that are right across the hall. Yeah, as far as it goes back, those are the only ones I've been using. And I usually reload it with $50, just because I mean, I'm going to be living here at least another year. I'll definitely go through 50. So when it comes time to add more money, do like 5, 10, 15, 25, or 50. If I just want to add 5, let's see. So I have to use a card. I can't like do Apple Pay or anything, and it doesn't save it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of inconvenient because I don't even really carry my cards on me most of the time. Like I just use Apple Pay. So.
Is there even like a save card option?
No. Uh-oh. Okay, so I wasn't charged, but
Okay.
yeah, this is the app. Sometimes it like you have to update it, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, it's pretty. Other than that, it's pretty easy.
Can we get a time check?
13.
All right, let's ask some final wrapping up questions. Yeah, so in the dorms back in freshman year, I don't know if you guys remember, but we pay with our WIS card. Do you prefer that to the current app, or do you prefer like quarters, like of all the different ways to
That's
pay
a good
for
question.
laundry?
I think I like the app in theory,
Uh-huh.
because it's nice that it's like all on your phone and you can really easily check your balance versus like WIS card. I never know how much money's on my WIS card, and I can like only load in a certain amount for laundry. But I do wish I could just Apple Pay with it. That'd be easier. And then also instead of having to like type the machine, there should just be like a tap option or something. That'd be really nice to just like you tap and then it connects and then you can start it. So I think the phone is definitely the easiest way. I mean, it is a little bit inconvenient having to like always bring my phone in, but I think most people just carry their phones on them.
Okay, so you don't mind having to like download an extra app or anything like that?
No, because when you live somewhere, you usually live there for like a certain amount of time, so it's usually not that big of a deal. I prefer app to a website.
Oh, okay, that's good. Any final thoughts?
I guess, yeah, I like the app. There's some things about it that could be fixed. I would be curious to see, like, if you did go up to some of the other floors, if there were other available machines, because I really think that you would find that there are. I can't imagine there's only 2 available.
Should we find out?
So, yeah,
I can take you guys to find out.
Yeah, you guys
after
could
this.
go check and see if that's true or not. So, yeah, I just don't know how accurate it is, and it's just easier to check manually.
That makes sense, yeah. So, awesome. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to let us observe you doing your laundry. We will update you as our project goes on.
Awesome. I'm
your
excited
is
to
really
see how it goes.
Valued.
Awesome.
And let's go find out if the app is right. Now we're going to go find out how accurate this app really is. All right. What floor do you guys want to stop by first?
4.
4. All right. Let's check out 4. And look at that! Both wide open. So there's the problem. The app was wrong.